Called the Eric Shepard Challenge. It's named after a college student wanted in Georgia after his gun was allegedly found on campus during a series of anti-flag protests. Look who's here, Judge Andrew Napolitano.
Never the easy ones, Mr. Falney.
I do think this is easy, because that is free speech. Well, and you should protect it.
On that, not only do we agree, but you agree with the Supreme Court of the United States. You know, we had a series of cases about 15 years ago involving flag burning.
That's right. Yes.
Which was just as offensive as this, maybe even more so, because a fire could be more dangerous than the stomping. And the court basically said this: the government cannot take a symbol and require veneration of that symbol, because that's government interference with ideas and thought. So if the government, in the flag burning cases, wanted to ban all outdoor fires as a safety measure, it could do it. In this case, it banned only an outdoor fire where the source of fuel was an American flag. Fast forward today, and we have this lady. I don't know why she's doing this, or I don't understand the background of why she's doing it. And I'm sorry it's going viral, but it's absolutely protected speech. It doesn't mean you can destroy somebody else's flag. This is presumably hers, not the government's, and she hasn't stolen it from anybody.
Supposing I say in public, not on television, but I say in public, I support ISIS. Can I be arrested because I am giving aid and benefit to the enemy?
You should not be arrested, because the statute that prohibits giving aid and comfort to the enemy excludes free speech as the aid and comfort. So in other words, you cannot be prosecuted for the words that you use. The aid and comfort would have to be something other than your political, emotional, or philosophical support.
If I said, I want to travel to the Middle East to fight for ISIS, and I say this publicly, can I be arrested?
I think you would have to take some step in furtherance of that, but that would surely draw the attention of the government. Now, you know, my argument is that a sign of a free country is your ability freely to leave it without condition. I say if these creeps want to go over there and fight with ISIS, let them go. They don't come back alive. Let them go and make up their own minds what happens to their bodies. But the government doesn't take that position, and the statutes do permit them to arrest you if they have solid evidence beyond just a hypothetical I want to do, that you're actually going to provide assistance to a terrorist organization.
I'm going to read you the first paragraph of a new item.
Is this something that's going to get under my skin, Mr. Varney?
No, you're going to eat this thing up. Listen to this. The lower house of France's parliament overwhelmingly approved a sweeping intelligence bill that, if it wins in the upper house, would give the government, this is France, give the government broad surveillance powers with little judicial oversight.
So France wants to become like East Germany used to be. That's what it sounds like.
Taking valid precautions against the obvious threat to the life, the safety of its French citizens.
Destroying personal liberty in the name of safety never works, and the liberty once surrendered doesn't come back.
Checking up on people who would destroy our liberty.
Checking up on everyone, whether there's evidence of wrongdoing or not. Should we keep doing this?
Yes, absolutely. In the age of nuclear terror, we cannot afford your fine feelings.
We all have rights and freedoms, and they are natural to our humanity, whether it's the Stone Age or the age of nuclear terror.
What's that got to do with it? I don't want my family threatened by a bomb in New York City harbor planted by some Iranians who've been given the bomb by our president.
I don't want my family in New Jersey threatened by the government, because the government hears everything that we talk about.
Which is the greater threat, the nuke in New York harbor or some guy in New Jersey?
Those who would sacrifice some temporary liberty in order to achieve safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. That was said by a revolutionary who fought against the king.
Right. I insist on having the last word on this one. And I had formulated it, but I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Oh, good. Let's keep going.
In the age of nuclear terror, we must adjust our rules of surveillance, because the threat is so dire. It is an existential threat. I had the last word. But thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
I want to be back on the show tomorrow.
You'll be back.